All
Hey,
right, Lianna Goffman here. She's going to teach you about the 5 shifts to eliminate negative emotions and limiting beliefs caused by depression, PTSD, post trauma, and abuse. So she will guide you in this experiential and transformative journey, shining her light to inspire and connect you through stories while teaching you how to transform your perception of negativity into hope and new possibilities. She's the best selling author of How to Let It Go. And she's basically going to help you bridge and take you from where you are now to where you want to be. So let's welcome Liana to the stage.
thank you, Tiffany, for having me here today. I appreciate the opportunity to connect with everyone here, and my intention is to share a little light on those of you in your audience who may feel stuck in life or are still carrying around some baggage from the past. Now, I am someone who have experienced a lot of trauma in my life, but it wasn't until I lost my home, my best friend, 2 family members, and my 21-year-old son, Timothy, to suicide. I thought I was at the end of my rope, and at that time, I was. How many of you have been there, feeling like you're at the end of your rope? Go ahead, I'll give you a minute. Type me or yes in the chat if you've ever felt that way. Yep, only one of you. Well, that's okay. Just like us, over half the adults in America have experienced one or more trauma in their past. And 20% of us have been diagnosed with post traumatic stress disorder or severe depression. After many years, I finally got clear on my truth. I learned the techniques and I had a total transformation. These tools and learnings became my passion. So I decided to create a program to help others finally get over whatever it is that they're still carrying around with them. Whatever is keeping them stuck, unable to function in daily life, lay around in bed all day, talking bad, self sabotaging, and even after trying everything else to feel happy, nothing has worked. Just like my client Monica, who was ready to give up after 11 years of therapy. She followed my step by step system and eliminated 18 years of depression and is now happier than ever. So let's do a quick exercise. For those of you who do feel a little stuck, hold out your hand and see yourself as you are now, sad, alone, frustrated, depressed, or facing any challenges. Now hold out your other hand and imagine yourself looking so happy in the future. See yourself smiling, hear yourself laughing, and finally feeling empowered because you are accomplishing all of your goals and desires. Can you see that there's a big gap in the middle? Well, that's where I come in. I have this easy to follow step by step system that helps you bridge the gap. It's quicker, faster, and way more fun than having to figure it all out on your own. About 7 years ago, I had an epiphany and I realized that you're really only one transformational technique for moving from where you are to where you want to be. So, welcome. Welcome to the 5 shifts that will start you on your journey to bridging that gap, to being, doing, having all that you truly desire. Do you ever think about those things from the past that continue to impact your whole life? The depth of feelings from early childhood brings up 3 major limiting beliefs. Just like Antonio and Greg were mentioning earlier, Marissa Peer labels the top 3 issues as number 1. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I didn't accomplish enough. And number 2, I'm unlovable. I don't even know how to love myself. I struggle with low self esteem and rely on old coping skills like self medicating, self sabotage, and feeling like a failure. And then the third main limiting belief is I'm different and I can't connect. I'm not capable of, or I don't belong. Feeling misunderstood and second guessing yourself, and always listening to your inner critic. Now, if you know someone or can relate to any of these, get ready to take some notes and be prepared to transform your life. Because I'm going to go through with you 5 powerful mindset shifts that can turn your daily routine around, and you can make the shift from blah to aha. So let's embark on this journey together. Who am I? I'm Lianna Goffman, also known as the Tenacious Trauma Terminator. I show women who have experienced previous trauma how to eliminate the unwarranted negative emotions and limiting beliefs acquired from their past. I'm the #1 international best-selling author of How to Let It Go, a highly sought-after keynote speaker, teacher, and licensed master practitioner in NLP, or neuro-linguistics programming. I specialize in helping my clients make the shift from despair to empowerment. In fact, I personally have overcome 5 different events causing multiple PTSD diagnoses. And now I teach the tools that had prevented me from ending my life. Now I'm only one of the very few master practitioners that have 100% total confidence and commitment that I know we can eliminate the root problem and you will transform into the amazing person you were born to become without any additional medications, rehab, or more years in therapy. By guiding my clients through my proven 9-step journey, we create a personal, permanent, and positive transformational change. So now I'm going to share with you the 5 key shifts from the most effective system that will start you on your journey, bridging the gap. Mastering these 5 shifts alone are enough to get you past all of your traumas and eliminate the baggage that you've been carrying around with you for years or even decades. And finally, you'll feel the motivation and passion to empower your life. So with support and guidance, you can shave years off your negative journey of trial and errors and quickly shift from feeling stuck and suck to passionate and powerful. Shift #1 is to shift your perception and your perspective. Your reality is just an illusion. You're not always correct, even when you think you're 100% certainty that you're correct. When you adjust your view of the world and become aware of what you've previously distorted, deleted, and generalized, then you can immediately create your current reality. Now, here's a key takeaway. You'll know when you're ready for this first shift when you admit that there's a problem and you realize that you need, want, and desire a permanent and positive change. Now, that is really, really important. So I'm going to say it one more time while you write it down. You'll know when you're ready for this first shift when you admit that there's a problem and you need, want, and desire a permanent and positive change. So shift #2 is you need to shift your beliefs and your expectations. When we reframe our thoughts and the words in our head, this allows for instantaneous change. When we learn to adjust your thoughts and desires from the impossible to the possible, those who think change takes a long time are those who have not yet decided to make that change. Because once that decision is made, change can happen in an instant. So here's action item #1. You need to practice gratitude. You start each day with a grateful heart. You write down 3 things that you appreciate daily. And this small habit can dramatically shift your perspective and fill your life with positivity. The third shift happens when you use my secret weapon. Firstly, did you know that the average length people go to traditional therapy is 3 to 6 months to years to even decades? And secondly, most traditional therapists want you to do all the talking and tell your story. And by talking about and reliving those negative moments, just brings up those same negative triggers over and over again. And #3, the more you tell your therapist about these horrible events and the negative feelings, the more they're embedded into your conscious and unconscious thoughts. So instead, With my DDRRTT, the specific disassociation techniques and phobia models remove the initial trigger immediately, causing that trigger to disengage from the unconscious mind. And by applying my technique at the root of the original negative event, which causes that feeling, we can disassociate from that feeling and view the event from an outside perspective. And this convinces the subconscious mind to easily and instantaneously make the shift and eliminate the problem. Now, since there's not one technique that works for everyone, in week 5 of our transformational journey, we will find that one specific technique that will work for you. And during that shift, you will know exactly what you want, where you want to be, and exactly how to get there. So the secret weapon to eliminating the negative effects of the past, along with the symptoms of PTSD, is the double disassociation rapid release timeline technique. An example would be like when you go to the movies and you're watching a sad, teary-eyed movie, but once it's done, you realize it was just a movie. It's because you've disassociated that connection. That's how we reframe our thoughts and reprogram our mind to disassociate from the negative past event. And then you feel like you can just walk away from it, just like you did with the movie. So action step number 2 is make and take time for yourself. And you need to trust the process. Prioritize and pamper you. Learn the tools that release the baggage, and then all the past affirmations, law of attraction, meditations, hypnosis techniques, everything you've done will fall into place. No more tears or uncontrollable outbursts. It's time to take your emotional control back. So let's do another quick exercise. Is there anyone here who's struggling with some type of fear or anxiety about something? Let me look here. So on a scale, wow, on a scale from 1 to 10, what's coming up in your world, bills, divorce, challenges that you need to overcome from a 1 to 10? And I can't believe that there's somebody in the chat that has, gosh, okay, let me take this down for a minute. I think we need to talk to, I think it's Erin. She's wrote a 12 into the chat. That's just crazy. I want to call her up, so let me see if I can find Erin. Raise your hand, Erin. There you are. Hey, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, you are unmuted. Great. All right. Is it okay if we fix that for you
I
right
love
now?
that. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Wow. So, are you familiar with your timeline?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you see your past and where do you see your future?
My past is on my left and my future is on my right.
House is on left, future on right. Okay, great. Now, for those of you out there, don't worry if you aren't familiar with your timeline. Just go along with what we're doing and you can take my class and learn more. But for now, what we're going to do is when you close your eyes and you imagine your past is going to be to your left. So if you close your eyes and you look far to your left, that's where you're born. And we're going to go to our right for what's going to happen in our future. Okay, so go ahead and play along with your own specific circumstances in your mind. All right, Erin. So in 1 or 2 sentences, tell me what's going on in your world. What are you anxious about? What is the specific event that's coming up that's causing this stress or anxiety?
Is facing a deadly diagnosis of the C word, and we're waiting for the results this week.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Let's
Mm,
definitely get rid of that yucky feeling.
Yeah, she had
All
cancer
right.
before, and I feel like I'm afraid of that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but this is going to be good for you. I want you to
Okay.
close your eyes and I want you to just float up above your timeline, looking down at where you are now. And I want you to float out above the timeline, out into the future, 15 minutes after the successful completion of the event about which you thought you were anxious about. After this event, I want you to feel the relief. I want you to hear the answer that it's benign. It's everything that you had hoped for. I want you to feel the joy, see the weight that has been lifted, feel the tight hug from your mom, and imagine celebrating this wonderful outcome. Tell me when you're there.
Yeah.
Good. Breathe in that calm relief and turn and imagine you are looking back towards now along that timeline. Okay. Where is that anxiety? Look at that smile. Oh my gosh. You were at a 12. Where are we now?
1.
Awesome. All right, I want you to come back to now, keeping that positive, happy relief. And I want you to come back to now and let me know when you're back in the room and we'll do a quick test.
Yes.
All right. So now I want you to think about this upcoming call that you're going to have. Think about what used to make you anxious and notice that there's no anxiety. So how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel happy. Like I was out tears of joy. So
All right, let's give Erin a big hand. Let's give her some applause.
thanks.
That
Thank
was
you.
awesome. Thank you for coming up, Erin.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that we're able to, let me see if we can do this. Does it do it?
Sometimes.
Woo!
Love it.
Awesome. All right. So now, let's see. All right, she was awesome. So you can see how quick that was. And I can work with you with whatever is going on and whatever is holding you back. And it's fun. So let's continue to shift number 4. Shift number 4 is shifting your mindset. Be ready to take immediate action and be prepared that it's a do with, not a do to process. When you think change is impossible unless someone does something to you or gives something to you, you're just asking for a band-aid. So not only do you need to change your internal dialogue into the realm of possibilities, but you also need to set fun goals while working with others. And who says goals have to be serious? Make it fun. So here's action step number 3. I want you to set playful and achievable goals that excite you. Did you write that one down? And you got to remember to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Acknowledge your achievements, boosts motivation, and reinforces the positive changes you're making in your life. And here's shift number 5. Awareness creates resilience. I'd like you to find someone you trust, like me, that can teach you as many tools as possible. There's a long way of trying to figure it out on your own and the quick way by finding someone who's been there and will guarantee a positive result. Like me, I can help you find your easy button.
That was easy.
Ah. So be aware of your surroundings regarding how others communicate. Having the knowledge of transformational and reframing tools helps predict challenges before they arrive. And then conflicts are easily avoidable. Although obstacles are normal when faced with challenges, if you remind yourself of these mindset shifts you've learned, you can use them as tools to navigate through tough times and keep moving forward. So guess what? Let's see if we can do it again. I love giving bonuses, and this time is no different. So I want to over deliver again. Who wants an extra shift? Anyone? Anyone? Extra shift? Woo! Okay. Me too. So, are we on the 6th shift? 6th shift. Perfect. The 6th shift happens during my Reset, Relax, and Rejuvenate retreat, which is included in my program. You will go from blah to aha, and the light bulb will turn on when you surround yourself with positive, fun, and loving people. Maintain your motivation and focus on that amazing future of happiness. Your environment matters, so surround yourself with positive, uplifting people who inspire you. Their energy will help you maintain a joyful mindset and keep you focused on your goals. And remember, there is someone like me ready to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So join the journey. It's not too late to join VIP. It's only $47. In fact, I think it's more like valued at $6,000. And to take advantage of it and apply all these offers is priceless. VIP members get access to so many valuable gifts and a complimentary call where we can examine exactly what's holding you back and showing up in your life. And I know you're ready. And it's time to make your shifts. Remember, mindset makeovers and shifts can take time and practice. And once you've identified the root trigger, we can eliminate it so you can feel totally empowered. If you want to speed up the process or are ready for results, reach out and I'll help you get to your goal quicker, faster, and way more fun along the way. So I want you to keep embracing your gifts and shifts, and soon you'll be living a life full of aha moments, joy, and motivation. So blessings to you all. And thank you for joining me here today. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. You're welcome, Erin. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. And I think I'm going to bring Tiffany up here to see if she has any.
I love that you're using all the cool bells and whistles that we've been doing some training together to learn how to do all that cool stuff, but I couldn't get mine together in time for the summit, but I'm so proud of you for doing it. Good job.
Thank
And
you.
great techniques, and happy to have you here today.
Thank you, Tiffany. I love your smile and I love your mission and everything that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, does anyone have any other questions or requests for Lianna? We have just a few more minutes, but um, could you do like one more example for people, like a real one-on-one?
Like
In
what?
these
You
few
you have
minutes?
some anxiety you have?
No, I was meaning like a person in the audience that does,
Let's see
since
who
it
we
was
got
kind of
here.
fast. Because Lori was a 10, Aaron was a 12, Valerie was a
All
9,
right, let's
Penny was
call
an
up
8.
Lori. She's a 10. I only have a minute and 40 seconds. I hope we can do it in that amount of time.
Okay, Lori. Uh, Here, I'm gonna
Let
unmute
me
you
see
and
if I
bring you
can
up.
get her.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. Hi. Thank you so much.
Hi. All right, so I'm going to put us both up here. And specifically, what's going on with you and what event are we worried about?
So I recently retired, and I'm a teacher. And in order to clean out my classroom, I ended up bringing a lot of it home. So I have to go through it again. So I am living in the midst of my living room with boxes. And every morning, I don't want to handle it.
Okay.
I am just, clutter is like so overwhelming that I'm just putting up blinders and going, I don't want
Okay,
it.
so do you have an idea of your timeline, the past and the present?
Well, I know you said past is to my left and future is to my right.
We can do that. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and I want you to float up above your timeline, looking down at where you are now with all that stuff. And as you're above the timeline, I want you to float out far, 15 minutes past when your house is perfectly clean. You've put everything away. You've called, the dumpster people. It's all in storage. It's out of your house. You're celebrating and you're excited and you're, hang on one second. My alarm is going off, so I got to turn that off. Ah. Okay. You're excited. You've moved all of that stuff out of the house. You're celebrating, you're inviting people over. They think your place is absolutely amazing. You can see the clear, you hear the excitement. And you feel that you can just walk anywhere in your house without tripping over any boxes. Tell me when you're there, past the cleanup of your boxes in your house.
Hard to get past me believing.
Well, you got to see it. Your mind sees it. Your mind believes it. Go past 15 minutes past when it's all gone. You're already celebrating. Float up and past. It's been taken care of, whether somebody else has taken care of it for you or you've taken care of it yourself. It's over. It's done. It's successfully completed. Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know that you're there. Is it okay if we release this anxiety? The first shift is we have to know there's a problem, want, need, and desire a change.
I want and desire the change.
All right. So float up to your future. Do you have kids?
Not at home.
They're married?
No.
When are you going to see them and celebrate with them? Imagine your next upcoming celebration. You can float past this time of boxes.
Okay.
Okay, so the boxes are gone. Your house is clear. There's nothing there to worry about. Do you feel the release of that anxiety or that stress? When they used to be there, you used to feel stressed. Know that they're gone. Know that it's happy. Know that it's been successfully put away and gone through or thrown away or dumpstered out. This is way into your future. It's gone. There's no anxiety anymore, is there?
No.
No. Okay. So now I want you to turn back towards this direction.
Okay.
Keep that feeling. Breathe in the no anxiety, the no stress, the no worries, because it's all going to happen. And then I want you to float back down to now so we can do a test.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what used to make you so anxious, and you think about this specific event of when it's all cleared out and everything, do you have that anxiety? Or has it gone down from that 10?
Mm.
Don't look at all that stuff right now.
No, I actually was only thinking. I wasn't looking. I can't help but look at it. It's all there.
How do you feel about that 10?
It's joyful. It's joyful to not have it. There's no doubt of it. It's just joyful. In fact, there's a spot.
It's unnecessary stress that you don't need to have, right?
Right.
Woo! So let's give her a big hand that she's eliminated this kind of stress. Woo-hoo!
All right. Good job, ladies. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Lianna. Grab her gift. Yep. We've got one more hour left of this summit. So let's go ahead